The Iowa legislature is considering a bill that would allow 16 and 17-year-olds care for infants and toddlers at child care centers without direct supervision. The law recently changed that would allow those teens to care for school-age children without an adult in the room. The goal is to help ease the workforce shortage in child care centers. So no doubt the industry is seeing its share of challenges. Here to tell us about some of the big barriers and the ways that we could ease some of the stress is Deanne Cook. She's the president and CEO of Iowa Women's Foundation. We appreciate your time this afternoon, Deanne.
Thanks so much for having me.
I was asking you how you kind of became the expert in the room when it comes to child care and the situation in our state.
Thanks. Iowa Women's Foundation works to address barriers to women's financial stability. And as Erin said in the previous segment, without childcare, none of the other, you can't go to school, you can't work, you can't do anything to increase your financial stability. So we really focused our efforts on childcare and have become somewhat of a subject matter expert.
Because looking at the numbers, and we're talking just about how startling, how stark they are, we want to put up a graphic just talking about how much of a problem this is as far as parents needing to go to work and finding daycare.
Yes, it is a struggle because it's really expensive. Managing childcare to have quality and safety and all the things you need is an incredibly high overhead business, and parents are bearing a huge cost, and the workforce keeps shrinking. So all of that combines to give us the situation that we have.
There's all these children that need a spot in daycare, then they need the centers or facilities, and that graphic just really showed that there are not enough spaces, not enough places that Iowa parents can take their kids.
Right, and when people first hear there's a space problem, they think of physical building, space. It's actually that our workforce is not big enough to care for the number of kids that we have. So incentives like what Director Garcia just talked about for child care workforce is more and more important, because by space we mean enough workers to care for the kids.
So let's talk about some of those challenges or some of the reasons why it's hard to find workers to fill those positions.
Right. Childcare is essentially the lowest paid working job in the state of Iowa. Childcare workers make about $12 an hour. So trying to find ways to raise those wages is a huge piece of solving the puzzle. So Iowa now has a wage enhancement grant that's supporting some public-private partnerships across the state to improve that rate, and just anything we can do to encourage more workforce.
So talking about Iowa is not alone in this problem, right? I mean, this is something that people talk about no matter where you are, what state you are. It's something that we're all seeing.
And Iowa has become really, really recognized as a leader in solving this issue across the country. Public-private partnerships, state investment, private investment, recognizing it's a workforce issue and involving economic development. Iowa has really put the partnerships and the dollars together in a way that a lot of other states haven't yet.
It starts with having that discussion, knowing what the problem is. And so it sounds like the problem has been recognized.
Yes.
And now what phase would you say that we're at as far as taking steps to actually solve this childcare crisis?
I don't think it will ever be solved. We can make it more manageable. There are so many examples. Iowa Women's Foundation works with about 70 communities across the state who are all implementing localized solutions that are replicable. So it's just continuing to scale up all of the creative ideas that are out there and all the investments that are out there, and then figuring out how to sustain them.
We've talked a lot about dollars and cents, just how much it costs, for the actual workers, what they are being paid. But this is a big investment for a lot of families. It's a lot of money.
Right, so Iowa families are paying about 14% of their income. Childcare costs more than housing, which is typically the highest expense in a family's budget. So it is a big burden on families, and trying to figure out how to support them is also an important piece of the puzzle.
When you talk about just that chunk of money, then you say, okay, you expect to get that quality care as well when you're putting so much money of your hard-earned dollars into it, right?
Yes. I mean, these are our most precious citizens. They're our future. So yes, it's important to our economy right now that we have parents who can be in the workforce, but it's also important that we're taking care of our littlest citizens because they're our future.
Absolutely, right? Well said. What else are you hearing from either parents or the daycare side that they can kind of join forces and make all of this work?
Well, I think you said it earlier, just the recognition and everybody getting to a similar degree of understanding about the importance of moving forward, because until we have a common definition of the problem, we can't move forward. And I think Iowa has been really successful getting to that point. So now we're on the forward path, which is exciting.
It is. All right. Well, we appreciate your time as well this afternoon and all of the work you're doing in this. The expert in the field now for the Iowa Women's Center.
Thanks
a
you.
lot, Deanne.